On Panthers TV in association with Jeremias Chimney Systems, joined by another new face to the Panthers and to the Elite League. It's a big warm welcome to Carl Neill. Carl, welcome.
Thank you very much.
We get underway, first of all. I think I want to ask you about, a move away from the European leagues you played in North America, first year in UK. What's attracted to you to Nottingham and to the Elite League?
Honestly, just overall good comments from guys I know that have played there, guys that have visited the area. Um, I was really curious to see what the UK Elite League could offer. So I was very happy when I had some nice conversations with the coach and the GM there. So definitely looking forward to the experience.
You mentioned nice comments. Do you have many tie-ins with the UK in terms of people you know that have played here?
Yeah, I had a pretty good friend of mine, Matt played there last year. I think the fans kind of liked him, and he definitely loved the city. Had great things to say about it, so that definitely influenced my decision for sure. Yeah, I've heard some stuff from other guys too, but Gagno definitely had really nice things to say about it.
Matthew Gangon, did you say? Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, real crowd favorite here. What do you want to achieve? Coming to the Elite League. At the moment, of course, you're still very young in hockey terms at 26. Where is this on your career path?
On my career path, honestly, I didn't know what to expect for this year. I was really happy that it worked out with Nottingham. I really would like to come there and try to win. I think Nottingham has a really great history of winning. They have a really great setup there, so I'm really hoping that I can come in and contribute to a great season with a lot of success.
Just looking at your career, you played in one of the best leagues in the world in Germany and in the DEL, obviously over the past couple of years. Just talk me through what that standard is like and how it was playing in those two big German teams.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the fan base was really cool. The hockey was really good too. A little different than the North American hockey. Obviously, it's more East West, but the fans were great. The hockey was great, and the cities were cool too. And I know there's a lot of similarities that people say in between the passionate fans in Germany and the passionate fans in England as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that and then experiencing it firsthand for sure.
Obviously, there's lots of reasons why you'd move to a team, but you've mentioned the passionate fans. How much is that something that you look at, the organization that you're going to?
Yeah, for me, it's something that's really important, especially when you're playing half your games in that building. Just looking back at certain teams, it's tough to play in some buildings when the fans are involved and they're backing up their team. So for me, it definitely plays a part, and I heard great things about the fans and the organization as well. So for me, it definitely played a part.
You obviously came through the U Sports lead in Concordia. Just talk to me about how that experience was of 4 years there, combining, I guess, studies and obviously playing.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, going from juniors to there, you don't really know what to expect. Obviously, with combining school and hockey, it allows you to kind of work on your time management and allows you to kind of mature as a person a little quicker. I feel like there's a lot to kind of handle at the same time, but I was lucky enough that I was really well supported in that system, and they allowed me to move on to pro and get my degree. So for me, it really worked out well, and I definitely really enjoyed my experience at Concordia.
Quite a lot of people obviously turned pro in North America, but you, of course, went straight to Denmark, which must have been a big move. How did that feel leaving North America to go somewhere totally new in Alberta?
Yeah, it was definitely a weird transition. I went pro actually right after COVID, well, right when COVID hit. So my initial plan was to stay in North America, and then the team that I was looking to go to, I mean, the league just stopped literally the day I got there. So that's why the options were kind of narrowed down, and it was kind of a weird time with COVID and everything. But went to Denmark. It was a great year. We almost won. We lost in the finals. So yeah, it was a great year overall, and I was lucky to get to a team of that stature during COVID for sure.
And then obviously a couple of years ago, you had that year in the AHL, which is a real tough league. Chatting to people in the past, such a tough league to play, and everyone grinding it, wanting to get that dream of the NHL. You played 16 games for Laval Rocket. How was that experience?
That was awesome because I'm from pretty close by to Laval, about 40 minutes north. So it was pretty cool to be able to play close to home and have all like the friends and family coming to games. And just like I said too, like the fans in Canada too, they love hockey. So it was awesome to play there. Definitely a great setup. And for me, it was almost like a dream come true as a kid, hoping to play for the Montreal Canadiens, and playing in their system was definitely an honor, and was a great experience.
I'd love to talk to you more about this when you arrive, and I'm sure we can sit down and have an interview. But obviously, we'll go back to the fact that you were drafted in 2005, 2015, should I say, by Vancouver. Just how is that moment that when you get drafted by an NHL team? How is that feeling? And do you get much of a heads up that you're almost certain it's going to happen? How does it feel?
Yeah, for me it was a little weirder process than most guys. I was actually picked in my second year of eligibility, so I was really hoping. The first year I was kind of disappointed that didn't work out, but the second year when it did happen, it was just so much excitement, so many emotions at the same time, and just processing it all was definitely something. And I was actually at home. I was at the draft day before, and I came home, and then the pick came on. And anyways, we had a nice day with our friends and family, and definitely celebrated. But yeah, just a lot of emotion and just yeah, so much emotion at the same time that it's just tough to process. But it was a great experience for sure.
And just moving it back to the current team, the current situation. Obviously, you spent that time in the DHL last year, but also in Slovenia as well. How was that experience?
Yeah, that was great. We played Champions League, and the Austrian League was really good too. So we were able to kind of move around and see some different leagues. Played in Finland, Switzerland, and Germany as well in the Champions League. So that was a really cool experience. And then the league itself was kind of awesome because you can go to different countries. There's the Austrian teams, Italian teams, so you get to see a lot of the world. And we had a competitive team. We unfortunately, team wise, we didn't really perform as much as we would have liked to, but we were competitive and we gave it all every night, and it was a nice spot to play too. So overall, good experience.
I'm sure with every signing, fans will jump on the stats pages on the website. They'll see your figures and straight away they'll look at you're a very offensive defenseman with those points. How much of that side of the game is it that you enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, like over there, that was my role, to kind of be more an offensive guy in Ljubljana, whereas in Germany, I was more of a defensive guy. So, I mean, usually I could play on both sides of the puck. I consider myself a two-way defenseman, but I can definitely contribute offensively too. And in that role, things worked out. So, hopefully more of that to come in the future for sure.
It's interesting you say that because some guys, are naturally offensive defensemen, and that is really their biggest strength. As you say there, again, looking at stats, it looks like you've played both those roles in various guises. Is it hard to transition from maybe a season where you expected to put the points up and that's one of your primary goals, maybe lots of points on the power play and offensive situations, to then be a guy that's expected to be that almost stay-at-home guy?
Yeah, it's definitely a different situation for sure, and it's just all about, I think, your mindset and just like I'm a guy. It's a cliche to say, I guess, but I definitely put the team first, and I knew going into Germany to Schwenningen that I was going to be that type of player and play in that role. So for me, I just tried to embrace it and play as well as I could in that given role. So I think whatever role the coach or the organization gives you, if you give it your all and you try to do your best you can, I think good things will happen. So yeah, that's kind of my mindset for that.
I'm sure, obviously, in this process, you've had conversations with CEO Omar Pasha and the new head coach, Jonathan Paraday. I just wonder what your first impressions are of them and the organization.
Yeah, I think they're quality guys. They're very professional. I had really good chats with them. From anybody I know who's ever been around them or knows them, only good things to say. So I think that says a lot about the organization when you have those two guys, running the show pretty much, and they're just very professional, very respectful, and very honest and passionate. So I think that's a great fit, a great mix, and hopefully it brings some success to Nottingham.
Brilliant. Okay, well, we look forward to seeing you in a few months. But for now, thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.